Meanion plays.
Welcome everybody to Beavis and Butthead for the Sega Genesis, or the Sega Mega Drive, as many people call it. I'm gonna die on that hill. This is the Sega Genesis. So
No way. Come on, Beavis.
this is one of the cooler versions of this era's game because it actually had the talking in it. And it actually looked a lot more like the show. I cannot speak today. Okay, we're good to go. Somewhere in a small American town.
Fuck. Change it. Change it. All right. War. Yeah. War.
So apparently the story of these two on this particular adventure is they're trying to get Gwar tickets.
War.
He's gonna boot. Ack. Man, them are some colorful tickets. I'm sorry I'm letting some of you take in that riveting story. So, alright. So Beavis and Butthead on the Genesis was very different than Sega Genesis on the Super Nintendo, and also very different than the version we got on Game Gear, which there we go. We'll switch over to Butthead to do the TV. We're gonna go on what appears to be Beavis's room, which is kind of crazy. If you go by the new series, this was Beavis's house. I had no idea that this was Beavis's house. All these years, I always thought that he was hanging out at Butthead's house. Excuse me. But apparently, it's Beavis's house. I was wrong all these years, as were you.
Change it.
We're gonna go to the mall, baby.
Where's there, dude?
So, there we go. No, we need to swap. I like to play as Beavis because he doesn't have to turn around. Because if you play as Butthead, he's got to be facing the other way. Any game, man, I'm telling you, if you can just give me a button, it makes it instantly better. All right. I love that they weren't really doing anything, but then they come up and get assaulted by this upstanding young gentleman of a mall security guard. You can tell he's a mall security guard because he has no gun. Thank God. Ugh. Man, that's one hell of a sign on that pet store. Do you remember malls? Anybody? Look at that parrot. He's fat as hell. Sorry. Do you remember malls? Because, man, malls are a dying breed these days. I sure miss going to the mall. There's a local mall near me, and it's like dead. There's nothing inside of it, which is pretty cool. But sad at the same time because you. Oh, let's get out of here. That's Todd. Sad at the same time because you remember the days when it was bustling with people and entertaining to be at. Now it's just, ugh. Why'd you come here? You might catch a beating. Yogurt. I remember you making a mess last time you were here. Take this, punks. So if you don't watch Beavis and Butthead, that's a bit of a reference to the first season, way back in the day, whenever there we go, spit wads. Way back in the day, whenever Beavis and Butthead, they wanted to try yogurt because they thought it was, they thought it was going to get them ripped or whatever, so they could get some chicks. It was gross, and they threw a cherry bomb right there in that their toilet, and it wrecked the place pretty good. That man remembers. They messed up whenever they put the owl was here because it's backwards. Good job, game developers. Okay. What? And unfortunately, the Super Nintendo version was way harder, but this game is unrelenting when it comes to its difficulty. You die. You're done. Dunzo. Gone. It's over with. Super Nintendo is the same way. Main difference being you share a life bar. So if one of you dies, you both die. Isn't that great? Wasn't that really nice of them? Look at Beavis's face and head. Looks very disappointed. Wasn't it really great of them, the devs, to make it so easy for us to play? Okay, so this dude you don't want to mess with. If I remember, he kills you instantly if you try to grab them files. It's probably something you need in the future. Let's switch over to Butthead. He's got a little bit more life, but we got a fart. Oh. Ah! Oh. Now, the be-all that end-all of Beavis and Butthead video games was on the PC. In Windows 95, you had we need to get Beavis's life up. You had Virtual Stupidity, which was a point-and-click adventure that I would love to play. I just got to find a way to do it. Takes about 2 hours to get through. Speed running it. Like, just not dawdling around and whatnot. But, man, that was a really good game. And it told a really fun story as well. Remember TV Static? I'm sure you don't. You know, you're like, man, quit being old. Let's go to Burger World. Okay, so. Whoa. We need that for Butthead. Stupid rats. I need that dead rat. See that dead rat right there? We need that. Gimme. Alright. And don't eat that burger in the corner beside the trash can. Now, I know I told you in other games to follow the rules and do the if you see chicken on the ground, you eat it, you know. Don't do that here. That's taking it too far. You don't eat a cheeseburger that you found near a dumpster. Idiot. All right, so the code. The code is Butthead. BUTTHEAD. The reason I know how to do that is because I grew up in an era where whenever we texted each other, we had to hit the buttons. There used to be buttons on our phones. You're like, that's stupid. Alright, so let's grab these french fries. Let's grab these freedom fries, apparently. Put them in here. And we put the wrap. There we go. We got a fried rat. Now we're gonna go over here and serve it. Service. I want service now. That's more like it, boys. Look at it. Little rat's little feet hanging out.
All right.
What?
Cool.
Where'd the rat go? Where is he? I see the ticket. I have so many questions. So many questions. How did he manage to swallow a piece of that ticket? And where'd the rat go? There we go. We've beat a level. We're right on par with every other game that I've played on here. Okay, we need Butthead. As you can see, we're about dead, so don't worry. This video will likely not be much longer. Ooh. Ooh, what is wrong with this man's face? Okay, so,
Change it.
he's not looking good. So maybe the hospital is the most logical place to go. Let's not be on Butthead though, because he's like one hit from death. Oh no. Well, we're in hell. Next time on Meanion Plays.